Hi, this is Tracy H. Dean. I want to thank you for joining me for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading, we're using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And this will be the weekend reading, which will cover Friday, which is going to be the 17th of April, Saturday the 18th, and Sunday the 19th. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking to all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Pull a card from the center. We have the Seven of Ariel. We have the Ten of Ariel. And we have the Nine of Gabriel. Okay. Last reading, we had two of Michael back to back, I believe. Yes. And now we have two cards from Ariel back to back. First card is the Seven of Ariel. Okay, and the Seven of Ariel is beautiful. Ariel is in the background. And there's a young man here standing. Okay, and it looks like he's a gardener, farmer, someone who's put a lot of hard work in, okay? And he has crops behind him, okay? Beautiful, beautiful crops of flowers. And it says, you've invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Okay, so when I look at this card, what I get from Spirit is, again, the have patience and wait for the harvest. What I'm getting is what we've done up to this point, okay, may take a while to start showing some positive results, okay? Because as we know, everything is in divine timing. So you've begun to make a change in your life, whether it be, again, relationship, career, maybe self-improvement on yourself. You've done the work, okay? Just like this man here, he's planted the seeds. That's what I'm getting from this card. Seeds were planted. Otherwise, without the seeds being planted, there would be no harvest. Okay? Hard work and progress. We may not see anything right now. However, seeds were planted, hard work was done. It's time to step back and be patient. Okay? And then the Ten of Ariel. Okay, and the Ten of Ariel is a beautiful card. We have these women sitting here, this beautiful little outdoor cafe, this little bistro. See them down here? Okay, and they're having an afternoon tea, it looks like. There's children running around in the background. This must be in France because I see the Eiffel Tower in the background. And this is just a beautiful outdoor cafe. And the card reads, there's so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So yes, these women have reached the point in life where they are enjoying everything that they've accomplished up to this point. They're retired, they're carefree, they're just sitting there, you know, just being grateful. They're being grateful. Okay, and how we get to retirement, okay, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean retirement in a sense where you put 30 years in at your job. It could be getting to the finish line of anything that you have set out to do. Okay? When I think of retirement, I think of the grand finale, the very end of something, accomplishing something epic, accomplishing something that was a really, really big obstacle, finally bringing a very large project to an end, to its completion, to a close. So it doesn't mean that, you know, we're at retirement as far as considering, you know, being in the workforce and putting your time in. I'm seeing this as a great accomplishment, okay, and to be proud of yourself. I'm seeing that these women here are showing gratitude and they're happy. It's saying to be grateful for the things you have. And that is so true, because the more grateful you are for what you have, the more grateful you will become, because other things in your life will slowly start to appear. Okay? With positive, grateful feelings towards what you may have will allow that abundance to come into your life. And with all the hard work that we've been doing with these cards all week long, noticing that things need to change, putting in the time and the effort, having patience, stepping back, making sure that the steps that we've taken so far this week are the right steps. We've been doing them in a very loving way. We've been making decisions from the heart, okay, and out of love, because we know that sometimes the decisions we make affect more than ourselves. It affects everybody around us. And this here is just letting me know that something very rich and rewarding, for example, like a retirement, but it doesn't have to be a retirement, but something very rich and rewarding is going to come through all of this hard work and all of these steps that we've taken to conquer whatever it is and to make the difference in our life, no matter what it may be. This to me is very successful, reaching the end goal in a rich, rewarding way, in a grateful way, and being grateful for all the lessons that we learned up to this point. And then the last card is the Nine of Gabriel. And the Nine of Gabriel is a beautiful card. Again, we have a farmer here. He has a shovel down by his side. The angels watching in the background, watching over him. It's beautiful and green, lush surroundings in the background. And the card says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Okay, stay determined and move forward. Be persistent. Okay, this card here is telling me that we've reached the end goal, and it's a good one. Okay, that we've completed whatever it was that we set out to do. This one here is telling me to stay determined and move forward. So just because this has come to an end, whatever it was that we've brought to completion, you have to still nurture it. You have to still tend to it. Just like this farmer, okay? He's going to be determined. He's going to move forward, okay? Nothing is ever really completed as far as I'm concerned. Even the biggest accomplishments could still use some improving on. And this farmer here basically is, again, very tied into this first card we got today, where we planted the seeds. And we were being told, to basically have patience and wait for the harvest. Okay? And the harvest will come. It's just like when you reach retirement. You finally put in all the time. You were patient. Now it's your time to kick back, relax, and be grateful. But never really comes to an end. We still have to nurture whatever it is that we've brought about through all of our hard work. You still have to nurture it. So this is a beautiful card to get this weekend, to stay determined and move forward. You can't move forward if you keep going backward. And when I say that is you can't keep going back to a bad situation. Can't continue in a bad job. Can't continue with a bad marriage. You can't continue with friends that drag you down, that don't have the best, interests. Moving forward. So when we move forward, it means we moved on. We've let something go and we moved on. We went forward. We went ahead with our plans. We moved on. Whatever it was this week, you're deciding that you're moving on. You're moving on. If you've enjoyed these readings this week, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back. Take care.